everyone, and welcome back to the Wellness Rundown. I have a special guest today. We have Haley Sparks from Rebuild Life Coaching. Haley, thank you for being here today.
Thank you so much, Mari.
And as always, before we get started, what is the nutrition tip of the day?
Let's get started here. Okay, what is your favorite protein flavor, Mari?
Ooh, protein flavor. Let me see. I actually really...
You got some crazy ones nowadays.
Yeah, but I really like anything like strawberry flavored.
Really?
Yeah, berry flavored, like...
You throw me for a curveball every time.
But chocolate is also good.
Yes, you could never go wrong with chocolate.
With chocolate, you could never go wrong. But
yeah,
lately, I've been like drinking like the yogurt protein drinks in the morning because sometimes I am in a rush and I don't have time to eat breakfast. But at least I make sure to drink one of those things.
All right,
learn that from you.
Proud of you.
And it is a little filling, and I usually go for the mixed berry type of flavor.
Okay, got you.
So that's why I say berries. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
What about
I
you?
feel like strawberry is like a really hard flavor to master in the protein, but I love it. You know, I'm also a strawberry fan. Not a lot of people say that though.
Yeah, not many. It's like, oh, chocolate or vanilla.
Yeah, always. I know they have like Fruity Pebbles and,
Really? Wow.
oatmeal. Caleb gets some crazy ones, oatmeal, chocolate chip and stuff like that. But I really do like the plain, chocolate. I'm trying to like the strawberry, but I haven't found a brand that I technically like the strawberry from.
Okay.
But I ask you because we're going to be talking about fueling for performance today. And when we're talking about protein, whey protein is kind of like the gold standard for building lean muscle mass. And we don't necessarily have to supplement protein with protein powder in our workouts. Again, it's a supplement because we're not getting that through whole foods, but we want to make sure that we're looking at our ingredients on there. When we go to Walmart and we look at those kinds of protein powders and there's a whole ingredient list that's a paragraph long. I mean, one, it doesn't taste good, and two, you're getting such a stripped down version of nutrients that you're really not getting a solid source of protein at all, right? So make sure that you're looking at your ingredients on there and that the artificials and additives aren't making up the majority of that list.
Right.
Okay. There's a tip for you as well. And then protein and carbs are recommended within 30 minutes after our workouts. Okay. So liquids or solids are recommended, but 30 minutes is kind of that time frame that we want to aim for protein and carbs within 30 minutes of our workout.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
That's good. And how many do you, on the top of your head, do you know, like how much protein, do us women have to take in a day?
So we want to think about an easy kind of reference is like a gram per body weight.
Okay.
So for me, like 175 grams, that's a lot though. Like that is so much protein. It's hard. I don't get that much a day, right? But I really am conscious of getting protein in every single meal that I have, even in a snack, because it's really easy to go towards those carb heavy snacks, like just a package of pretzels, which are healthy, right? But you're not getting protein there. So if we can get 8-10 grams here and there, then we're getting at least over 100. I feel like if we tracked our protein, guys and girls, do it for a day. You'll really shock yourself that we probably only get 80 to 100, maybe.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, it's shocking. And then we wonder why our immune system takes a hit, why our cognitive health, if we're studying for tests and stuff, Mari, as a collegiate athlete, I was not getting enough protein for running 90 miles a week, and I was trying to major in Spanish. Okay. Like, Lord help me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like all 5 senses to like focus.
Be in full mode.
Full
Yes.
mode.
There was no way to really, and I had such a hard time remembering things. And then, as an adult now, or I was an adult, but a healthy adult, right? I can remember things so much easier. Like I'm starting my master's in theology, and I'm able to actually study and remember things. And I'm like, wow, where was this back then? But nutrition, guys. A lot of us don't think about nutrition being the reason why we're able to study and remember and be healthy and things like that.
Yes.
But protein is a big factor there. So aim for a gram of body fat as well. We'll throw that in the tips of the day.
Yeah, no, that's so good. And for those that kind of want to get started on that journey, they're like, okay, maybe I need to start eating more protein. What are some examples of it?
So we'll talk about like the pre-workout. If you're really wanting to find something quick and that you can drink, there is also the coconut water that has protein in it as well.
Really? Okay.
That would be amazing because it's high in electrolytes. Guys, I can't do coconut water. I tried even last night. I was like, man. I can't do it. It tastes so gross to me.
I don't like it either.
Yeah.
Well, I like the pulp, though. Like coconut pulp.
Okay.
I also like coconut flakes.
Okay.
Coconut water, though, I can't do. I do coconut creamer, too. I like that. But I don't know. Why is it? Why is it that we don't like the water?
What is it? Because it doesn't taste like coconut is what it is.
It's just.
I don't want to deter you from trying it, guys, but.
I mean, my dad is a fan. He's the only one in the household that drinks coconut water. He gets it in bulk. Man. And I'm like, good for him.
I've wanted to try it because it looks so pretty and a coconut. You know, I was in Costa Rica when I very first tried it.
Really?
Put the straw in there and I tasted it. And I was like,
this is not
it. This is not it. I wanted to like it so bad. But, okay, so coconut water, I know it's not high in protein, but really high in electrolytes and really great pre-workout. Let's see. The Greek yogurt, the Chobani things that we were talking about that you started to have, they're good as well if you're not dairy sensitive. They are lactose free, but those are great because you're getting 20 grams right there, and you're also getting some carbs as well. Yeah. Beef jerky would be another good one as well.
Oh, really? I didn't even ever think about that.
Yeah, that just popped out of my head. So, like, obviously, a couple of sticks is not going to be a lot, right? You want to be careful of sodium and things, but, guys, salt is not bad. The only thing that you will do with extra salt is pee it out if you're drinking enough water. There's so many different stipulations and scary myths around salt. And I used to be one of those guys. I used to take, diuretics and water pills back in my anorexia days to shed all the water off my body. But that is so, so, so dangerous for us. So dangerous. But beef jerky would be a great one, looking at those labels and having that as the pre-workout too, because that protein and then also the sodium in there as well. Yeah. That's great for us.
Well, that's some great examples for anyone that wants to get started on that.
Yeah.
And today we're kind of still going to be talking about the same topic. We're going to be talking about how to feel for our performance.
Yes. And this, like I said, we just kind of roll right into this because have you ever felt like you've ever, hit a wall in your workouts? I definitely have felt like that so many times. I work with high school athletes, but that like shaky feeling, or maybe you just like you're working out, but then I don't know, 20 minutes in, you're like, man, I just don't have the energy or motivation to do this. Drained. You're just drained. You can't even make it through the workout, or maybe you're even drained getting to the workout and you don't have that motivation to push through. Like there's so many reasons for those things.
Why is it that we feel that way? Is it food related? Like what is it?
Yeah. Well, let's talk about it. Energy, recovery, and hydration are the three things that I would probably touch base on first.
Okay.
All right. But lack of energy, where is this coming from? Is it the sleep schedule? Right. But a lot of us, hey, we're really trying to go to sleep at night, but we're not able to go to sleep. Well, why is that? So then you have to start backtracking earlier on in the day to see what's really causing you to be restless. Yeah. Okay. But those are three major things: is the energy, this recovery factor, and your hydration that are ultimately going to function and fuel your performance. So if you're not having those three things dialed in, then your workouts, guys, this might be a heartbreaker for a lot of you guys. Your workouts are probably being detrimental to your health and your progress if you're not getting the right, three factors in there: the energy, hydration, and recovery to support those three things, which is scary. There's so many ways that we can go around that and make it fancy and things, but they all come down to creating this huge cortisol dump in your body. And that's a inflammatory hormone, right? It's natural in our body, but when we have too much cortisol, our body wants to naturally produce cortisol to digest our food. It wants to produce cortisol to give us energy to work out. That's how cortisol naturally wants to be used in our body. But when we get extra forms of it through not sleeping enough, under recovering, by not hydrating enough, by eating too many processed foods, by ignoring all of these things that our body just naturally does itself, well, then that cortisol is just flaming through our bodies. And we don't have any way to just recover and try to build muscle. Like, there's no way to build muscle if your body is just constantly being broken down.
Right.
Always. Yeah.
That's so true.
So let's talk about this a little bit deeper, guys. So providing nutrition is going to give your body what it needs to perform. And I remember back in the day, I used to be so scared to eat in order to perform, but you will not believe how much better you feel and can look I look completely different and perform completely different now and eat so much more than what I did.
Because you're feeling your body.
Yeah. And it eats it all up, and I want to teach you guys how to do that too. So take these notes so seriously. But consuming carbs before your workouts are going to help maintain your blood sugar. So when you're feeling that shaky feeling in the gym, or maybe you're feeling that like lightheadedness.
Yes, I have had that feeling during workouts.
Yes, that fatigue, that endurance. Like I was saying, you're going 20 minutes in, and then you're like, ugh, I just really don't have that much left in me.
Right.
That could be a lack of carbohydrates before you go work out, Mari.
Okay.
So this is where carbs got to get that rep that they're bad, right? But our carbs are our main source of energy here. So when we're getting the right source of carbs, like your berries, those would be a great complex carb to eat 30 minutes before your workout. That will help balance your blood sugar and give you that energy.
Okay.
Because a lot of times we go hours before, like say we go, we get off work at 5 and then we go to the gym right after we get off work. That's a lot of people here. But the last meal that they ate was lunch and maybe like a little bitty snack at like 1 or 2. Well, now they've gone 3 or 4 hours without eating, and they're trying to go work out for an hour. See,
they might do 20, 30 minutes, and then they're like, oh,
yes,
I'm a little tired.
Yeah, and this completely depletes their glycogen stores, their blood or their sugar stores. They don't have any carbs in their system. So we crave carbs for that energy. So if we're not having carbs before our workout, now it makes sense of why we feel sluggish, why we don't have energy, why we're having white flashes. We're not sweating. It gets into all the hormone type factors as well.
I know exactly what feeling you're talking about. And I never knew that was connected to like a lack of carbs.
A blood sugar thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Keep those in your, like if you have a gym bag, I always keep snacks in my gym bag. Always, always, always. And some simple carbohydrates, excuse me, some simple carbohydrates, fruit would be a good one,
Okay.
Now, obviously we don't want to pack fruit in our bag and keep it there. Gross. That banana.
Get all mushy.
Yeah. But the applesauce package are great.
Those are so good.
So
Kids,
easy.
adults, everyone can have those pouches.
Yes, so easy. I carry those around in my purse, in a bag. Like those are always accessible for me, just in case I feel that, even like just out and about, maybe I went too long without eating. Maybe I'm just under fueled for that day. I always have something like that quick to grab out of my bag. The sports drinks like Fit Aid are also great. Okay. I know that I don't really promote a lot of sports drinks and stuff, but Fit Aid is a great brand for you guys that have a lot of great nutrients in them and some good carbs for your workouts as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And those are the simple carbs.
Simple carbs. Now, if we're getting more into our complex carbs, like say you're a morning person that's going to go work out and you're going to have breakfast before, you could have things like oatmeal, super high in nutrients. It's got that fiber in there to help you stay full longer, the protein as well. And it's going to be slow releasing. So you're going to feel, like I said, you're going to feel fuller longer, but it's not going to just give you that pack of energy like an apple would. It's going to be slow releasing. So it's going to tie you over longer.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Yeah. Same thing with like rice, potatoes, beans, legumes. If that's going to be your lunchtime, maybe your dinner, you can use those kinds of complex carbs as well for your energy source. Okay. So carbs are not the enemy, guys. Think about, like a big, for us, Mari, like a fourth of a plate or a third of our plate would be a good starting point, depending on your metabolism and hormones. But guys, yours would be like, if you're thinking about a medium size baked potato, y'all could start there. Okay. Not your half plate of baked potato at Roadhouse, but the medium sized baked potato would be a good starting point for your carbs.
That's good. And I love rice and potatoes.
Good stuff.
Grew up in a Hispanic household. You always have rice.
Yeah.
Always have rice.
Yeah.
And potatoes, they're just good. Like, they come in all forms.
Yes. Yeah. And so easy.
But maybe not the French fries, from like McDonald's. Maybe avoid that.
Yeah. We can make our own fried French fries and stuff like that. Getting into this mindset, I know it's hard for some people to incorporate carbs. I'm actually working with a gentleman right now who is extremely strong, but he told me, he's like, you know what, Haley, I think what's getting in the way is my keto mindset. Is I'm so focused on fats and protein that I'm actually scared to have carbs. You know,
Really?
and this is a strong 280-pound man, and I'm like, bro, he's training for a high rocks competition. You know, his very first one.
He needs those carbs. He needs the energy.
These carbs, absolutely.
And real quick, just to, since you mentioned keto,
Mm-hmm.
what is that?
Okay, good question. Yeah, so keto is short for ketosis. So it's your body's form of using fat for energy. Okay.
Okay.
So what keto diet is, it is a diet that is high in fat and protein and low, about 25 grams of carbs or less a day.
A day.
So
Okay.
it trains your body to use fat as its primary energy source. Now that sounds super, super like appetizing. You're like, oh,
you're
sweet.
Like, oh,
Yeah, eat a lot of fat. You know, I've seen people, have their hamburger patties, the cheese, the mayo, they load that up there, things like that. Guys, we can do all those diets, things like that. Why are we dieting for a lifestyle? You know what I'm saying? Our body wants to use carbs for energy. And, it's very dangerous when we get into that. A lot of people will see success using keto for a while, but mindfully wise, what's keeping you sane when you're 60, 70 years old? Like, what's a true lifestyle where you can enjoy ice cream or a brownie and not worry about your body getting out of ketosis state, you know? So it may work for a short amount of time, but you got to think long term of what's realistic. And, eating is not something that should be complicated. It should be simple to be able to eat and be able to look and feel how we want to. We've made it complicated over, our generations.
So to fuel our performance, you got to eat right. You got to fuel your body.
Yeah, yeah.
And the next, what other thing can we do to fuel our bodies?
Yeah. Well, the next thing here that's going to help give reserve or fuel your body here is, we touch base on, is that recovery factor. Okay. So it's going to help prevent injury, stress, increase motivation and focus. Okay. So that's what we're talking about. If you're losing that in your workouts, then you're probably under recovered, guys. And also it's going to improve your performance and speed. Teenagers, you better be listening to me. So, recovery is essential for your training or performance plan. If we're not prioritizing this or investing in this long term, then we're going to break down our muscle. We're going to use our muscle, and we're not going to be able to build muscle at all. And I'm not talking about build muscle like, look at my biceps, but like, are we able to walk up and down the stairs when we're 75 years old without pain? Because pain is a inflammatory symptom, Arthritis, guys, these things that are diagnosed for us are oftentimes just a diagnosis because of our lifestyle habits. It is a diagnosis because of our lifestyle habits. So
you got to take care of yourself now. So here in the next couple of years, it's
yes,
not whenever you start aging.
Right.
Well, there's so many stats out there, but I do know one. I don't know the exact stat, but I know like if you walk daily, like later on in life, like don't you like gain a couple years or something?
Right. I know what stat you're talking about. It's significant. But if you're
Yes.
thinking about this, walking is your heart's working when you're walking. It's zone 1 cardio is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why do these big bodybuilders do cardio? All it is walking to keep their heart healthy,
Keep it pumping, because if you
Keep it
don't
pumping.
do that, then when you are a little bit older, then you finally start walking, you might be in pain,
Exactly.
You didn't do it often.
Yeah, your hip
younger.
flexors are tight from sitting an 8-hour job all day, and then you go home and you're exhausted because you don't have energy. So then you go sit down at home, and then you're not sleeping because you have stored up energy from not going to be inactive, because a body not in motion isn't going to be in motion. Like it's a snowball effect. But
Yeah.
have grace with yourself too. This is your wake up call though. If this is you, we've got to get on top of it. Like, you can make it. I'm working with a 74-year-old client right now. Like, you can make a difference no matter how old you are. So, how you're feeling yourself, your recovery, and your hydration is going to be key in your performance in the gym. As a meathead myself, and as an athlete myself, hydration is massive. Y'all guys always see me with my water on here. But I also know that my strength will decrease by 20% in that day's performance if I'm dehydrated.
By 20%.
20%. That's
Wow.
almost a quarter of my performance that day. And I'm trying to be one of the fittest people in the world, like the CrossFit Games, right?
Yeah, you could do everything right, but if you don't drink water, it'll affect you like that.
It'll affect me like that. Like, how am I
Wow.
supposed to get stronger or follow a program? How are you guys supposed to follow a progression in your workouts if you're not staying on top of your hydration? You know? And there can be diuretics that we have throughout the day. Like, say you're drinking a gallon of water a day, but then we're also having, Cokes and teas and sugar and pre-workout and a lot of those things, caffeine. Well, those are also diuretics as well. So we got to pay attention to our lifestyle factors that are impacting our hydration levels other than outside than drinking water alone.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
I didn't realize it could affect your performance that much.
Absolutely. There's certain nutrients that play crucial roles in the production of those neurotransmitters. And we've talked about this on the show before or on the news, which are chemical messengers that transmit signals from the gut and brain cell.
Right,
Okay. Yes. So adequate intake of these nutrients and hydration are going to impact your brain function and your cognitive performance. So even just showing up at the gym and not being there mentally can come down to hydration and what you're feeling yourself alone. And we can't afford that,
No, yeah, that's very, very good. So we talked about definitely food and pay attention to what food you're fueling your body with. And hydration is huge. That's
Absolutely.
20%. That's quite a bit.
Yes.
I'm still stunned on that stat. That's insane.
Absolutely.
It makes me want to definitely start drinking a little. I mean, I feel like I drink actually, if I'm being honest, I need to drink more water.
All of us do.
Yeah.
We really do.
We need to drink definitely more water or at least I do. I need to drink more water.
When you're thirsty, you're already past the point of being dehydrated. Like when you already have that symptom of being thirsty, that's past dehydration. So a couple tips, guys. If you're going to go work out, try to eat 2 to 4 hours before you go work out. If you are going to be putting in, a good hour in the gym, if you're working out for more than 90 minutes at a time, you can eat a little bit in your workout as well. Get a simple carbohydrate. I bring a little bit of those applesauces. That's all I have.
Oh, so that's what you have during the workouts sometimes. Okay.
Because my energy is depleted at that point, 90 minutes in. And so I'll have some applesauce pouches. And then don't forget your protein intake, guys, after your workouts. So it's really key that you get that in the time frame of, the 30 to 45 minutes. If you're not going to go eat dinner after your workouts or you're not having a main meal, that's when you could have that good carb and protein shake after you get done working out. But don't fear those carbs and definitely focus on that protein to ensure that you're recovering, building, you don't have fatigue the next day, you're not getting injured or building stress in that body. And then we got the hydration, Mari, and then the recovery factor. And I would say, don't be afraid to sleep in. Like if you got to sleep instead of go work out, then make that your focus that day and then catch up the next day instead. But really listen to your body.
Yeah. So naps are good.
Yes. Naps are amazing. Yeah. Naps are not just for kiddos, guys. Put yourself a 16 to 25 minute timer on there. Slow breathe, 5 seconds in, hold it, 5 seconds out, and really try to put your circadian rhythm in a reset and bring yourself out of that survival mode so that you can go have a workout,
That is so good.
Yeah.
Got a nutrition tip of the day. We also got
learn what we can eat before we work out.
A few ways to fuel our bodies to, enhance our performance. That's amazing. No, that's so good, Haley. I feel like I always learn a lot when
I hope you guys can use it.
No, yeah, definitely. Well, thank you so much, Haley, for being here today. And that's a wrap on the Wellness Rundown episode. We'll see you back here soon.